So here at Enniskillen Airfield, I must say it's absolutely beautiful. Been chatting to the chief flying instructor here as well as the owner of the airfield. He's going to take me up through to the tower in a minute. Apparently that building way up in the distance was called St. Angelo's, which was the former name of this particular airfield. But yeah, it's really stunning. It's just a general aviation airfield.
Demolished in 2000. It was going to be, some locals tried to open as a museum, but it needed so much work and so much expense. And the local historical people, they wanted all this thing, but they weren't prepared to put any money into it.
Oh, that's the thing.
So, put your money where your mouth is, saying here, so.
Yes. So do you have a full-time air traffic control here, or just?
We have 6 staff.
Yeah?
There's one girl who does accounts. All 6 were qualified air traffic controllers, or air ground, firefighters, first responders, refuelers, grass cutters.
Sure. And what sort of aircraft movements would you actually have here in any given day? I mean, on a good day?
A good day yesterday was 30.
Okay.
Just not like then, but the day before nothing.
Yeah.
So it just varies in the weather.
It's a beautiful day today. My.
But the forecast has changed.
I think it's going to change tomorrow, yeah.
Now we took over here now from the council.
Oh wow, this is nice.
We put in that car park was in there. That's all new. The road around the perimeter's new. 3 hangars new, the other 2 hangars new. Lights across the runway barriers. A lot of work's been done and at no expense to the local council or local ratepayers.
No expense to them at all.
Yeah, they're getting money, they're getting their rent, getting their rates, and they're we've saved them money.
Yes.
Now the helicopter due in, well today they're only going up, there's 24 so
24 movements, yeah. Okay, that's fair.
23 yesterday, 11, 5 Monday, Sunday, nothing.
Weather.
48, so. I mean, you got no, we record everything.
Yes.
That's it keeps on the right side of the police and border control.
Of course, of course.
Because then we get audited quite regularly and aircraft come in and sure. So no one comes in out of ours, no one. We know everybody comes in.
Yes.
Because at the minute the big issue is people smuggling.
Oh yes,
and
of
drugs.
course.
So and a guy flying today with an instructor, his plane sitting in being impounded. It's got drug smuggling.
Oh.
He had a share in the plane. He was a smuggler, but someone else wanted it.
Yeah, this is always the thing. I mean, I also found when I was working on the airfield at Stellenbosch, there was always these aircraft movements, and you're wondering, you know, where has it been, or what's it actually, you know, what's it actually doing there?
No, we're trying to keep a.
And is it advisory only?
It's air ground, which is advisory only. Good afternoon, Skipper. Up the north coast, the golf courses and so on, and flying up there. So we're in direct track.
Yes. So whereabouts exactly are we on the map here?
Here.
Ah, there we are. Yes. Okay.
So, no, that's the best vision. Like this guy coming in now, that's Twin Squirtle. He's queuing for fuel.
So did they used to fly Catalinas out of
yes,
this?
Yes, out of here, yeah. The Catalina bases were, there's 2 bases here. It's Castlebar Airfield, which is Catalina's, that was operational base, Catalina's and Sunderland's.
Yes.
The remains are still down there if you want to go down.
Yeah, I was thinking of stopping by there tomorrow.
Yeah. The other place is Kilometres, which was the operational training unit for Catalina.
So is it just the slip that's there?
The slip's there and one of the docks is there, what they call it.
Oh, okay.
Sunderland dock, I think they call it. But the whole concrete's still there.
Yes.
And then Kilometres was the training unit for the in here. there for the Catalinas. And that's where the look our yacht club is now.
Okay.
So one of the Catalinas sighted the Bismarck in the North Atlantic in 43, 40.
43, yes.
And it tracked them in. That was the demise of the Bismarck. So
this was obviously a channel heading out, you know, heading out to the ocean.
Yep.
More so, I would imagine it would have been sometimes difficult for them to get back.
There's a lot of crash in the mountains.
A lot of
wrecks.
A lot of wrecks in the area.
Because like they hadn't GPS in those days.
Yes.
But what there is, the land boundaries here. In Northern Ireland, the Republic, or Eire as it was then, the Free State. So if they're based here, that was the border, and Ireland was neutral.
Yes.
So they would have to fly up here to there and then out to the Atlantic.
Okay, that's interesting.
There was a secret agreement done with the President De Valera, which gave them a corridor through here to fly across neutral Ireland.
Neutral, okay, so was it just like a little section, probably,
well, it was
whatever,
just here,
20 miles, not even.
Donegal corridor, they call it.
Donegal corridor, yes.
So that was used, and actually I had a group
okay, yeah, here's the border here.
Yeah.
Yes.
So without that concession, they would have to go all the way up here, around, and something like that. That would have cost 2 hours, and then 2 hours maybe back, 4 hours up from Germans. So.
Wow.
Well, the Canadians were based here, and I think it was 2000, must be 2000, 1990. They came here with their families, and I took a group of them up flying. 12 or so of them up, and took them across the Donegal corridor, and they said, they thought we'd never be able to fly over here again. And they made, well, which is not in any of the history books, they said, when we come back over a long mission, flying over the south, over Ireland, they would open the chemical toilets and tip them out. Well, they would not read that in any of the sort of history books. But all those guys are dead now, because the core after the study told me, they were 90s then, 80s, this was 20 years ago. So.
Oh, well, it's fascinating, man. Well, thanks for sharing.
But no, the lake was this was an airfield, but I think the lake contributed more to the war effort than here.
Yes.
It served its purpose, but nothing.
This is an aircraft inbound here, not to you.
And that'll be, that's jet2.com. Yeah, Jet2.
Okay.
It's Belfast to Lanzarote.
And what's the length of the runway here?
1325.
1325.
Well, with the extensions, 1218, but 13.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a reasonable length.
But we have the stress threshold because of the hill. 3-2s.
Yes, I was saying this hill, that's interesting, I would imagine. Yeah, so there's the threshold over there.
Yeah,
yeah, I can see it.
Only 100 metres.
Does it actually also go off like that?
No, there's a slight dip in the right.
Yeah, I can actually see the, there's a slight dip there, but I can see here so you obviously, there's your touchdown point over there.
Yeah, but actually we have a road across the runway which we control, but the car's waiting at the lights. They can't see an aircraft at the far end in the hole.
Okay.
Because of the slight.
Yes.
So the locals are complaining about why are you waiting? There's no aircraft, but they.
And then you would have to backtrack every time if the.
Well, we have two taxiways. They're currently closed for maintenance.
Yes.
There's two taxiways, but generally the traffic level is quite.
Yeah, so you can always backtrack. It's not an issue.
Not a major.
Yeah.
He was in occasionally.
What aircraft's inbound now? It's a helicopter.
Single engine. There's twin squirrel, I think he is. Yeah.
Twin squirrel.
Yeah.
So this is giving us here direction.
Direction 120 degrees.
Yeah.
And what we set it for normally is a 2-minute display period.
Yes.
I've got it instant. And it's hopping about all over the place.
So it's blowing 09 knots.
Yeah.
Is that 9 to 12 knots?
Yeah. But that's you couldn't watch that, so we put on 2 minutes average.
Okay, 2-minute average.
But wind changes, and when we give a guy wind here, and he lands over there, and the wind's
yeah.
different.
And where's the speed? Or the strength, I mean.
Strength there,
Sorry, so 9 and the direction is?
120.
120. Oh, is it on the actual, oh there, the red mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that.
And then 20 knots max, so it's costing 20, so that's a bit of a...
Okay.
But nice. So he's heading to Gloucester now, so... Now the commercial rate, because mostly because of COVID, has helped the corporate business. You look at Flight Radar and look at Belfast International and Belfast City Airport, the number of business jets going in there now has greatly increased. Because those people who can afford it are
they're doing it.
they can afford to fly privately, whether it's their own or a leased aircraft.
And what's the closest next airport from you here?
Well, the closest one would be Sligo, over that
Sligo,
way.
yeah?
One aircraft a day, Donegal, probably up here. To go inside again, Abbey Shooters down here in the Midlands. And then,
Active runways, I mean, yeah.
All, and then the Belfast International, Belfast City, Newton Ards, and
is that the FIR there?
that's the FAR.
Okay.
Which does not cover doesn't follow the land boundary.
Yes, I see that. So the FIR, you could actually be in the north or the south, in a sense.
Well, there's a helicopter went down to Monaghan, which is in...
Good afternoon, it's helicopter Golf Hotel Echo Romeo.
Golf Echo Romeo, Enniskillen radio, pass message.
Hello, Central on board, we've got about 8 miles to run, north to town at 1,500 feet, so we'll call approaching to town.
Golf Echo Romeo, Roger, Romeo 14, right hand, QH 1015, QFE 1009.
1015, 109 and 14 right hand, Golf Hotel Echo Romeo.
Golf Echo Romeo, just confirm your POV again.
2 POV, Golf Echo Romeo.
Roger. Just like to know when he's on board for body counts.
Yes. So,
No,
what did you say? 3 on board?
2 on board.
2 on board, yeah.
But there's a flight went to Monaghan today, that R44. He put a flight plan in. So we rang Shannon, which air traffic control in the south, and they had no record of his flight plan. And they started investigating, but he was crossing into the south of Ireland, but he wasn't crossing the FAR. So Shannon didn't get a flight plan.
Didn't get a flight plan, yeah.
So that's a silly...
because you don't have to file a flight plan if you're not crossing FIR.
I don't know, he used Sky Demon, which is a software package.
Yes.
They created a flight plan, which really it shouldn't have done.
Yes.
But it's probably not programmed.
No.
But definitely, if you don't cross it, you don't have to do it. But then you come in the south. If we cross here, we could be in the north still, but you're across the FIR boundary.
Yes.
It's one of those grey areas that if somebody's flying Enniskillen to Dublin, which is across the FIR, they never will put a flight plan in.
No.
But if they're going the other way, that does cross the international border and the flight region, yes, you do put one. It's all a bit.
And have you got? Is this? Well, this would be an ATZ, right?
Yeah, we have ATZ, and that's not shown in the charts.
It's not showing it there. That's specific for you.
Yeah.
Okay, there you are. Yeah. And what height would that be?
2,000 feet.
2,000 feet, yeah.
QFE.
QFE, yeah.
So, and they're 10 nautical miles radius, which we should communicate, not beyond that. But
this is interesting. So it's Scottish FR, yeah. So is that controlled on that side?
Scottish West Coast.
Okay. So they control that whole FR.
Yeah.
And Shannon control this side.
Yes, but
yeah.
We have a bit of a relationship with Shannon that if he was leaving here to go here, he rang Scottish and said, well, we're not interested, bring Shannon.
Yeah.
So Shannon will take our calls, whereas to me, 100% technically right, we should not be talking directly to Shannon, we should be talking to Scottish and then Scottish.
Yes.
They'll ring them and then they'll ring them back. But that common sense prevails.
Well, I've arrived here in Enniskillen and come to a really gorgeous little place just outside the main city town, and it's called the Old Post Office, which is really cool. And I managed to get a parking for my bike in the garage, which is great news as well. So really very nice. It's a quaint place and in such a really nice environment. So what a day I've had. It was just an amazing day. The ride through the Connemara was just incredible. I really enjoyed it. I'm glad I left really early so the roads weren't that busy, and the scenery was just spectacular. I wish I could have just shared it with everyone that's able to watch this video, but the sun was directly shining into the front, you know, directly on me, and that wouldn't have been good for any kind of footage. So yes, I got through to Castlebar, and that particular airfield wasn't quite what I expected, and made my way through to Enniskillen, which I got to see St Angelo's airfield and got to chat to the owner of the airfield, which was really cool, and a little bit of history, and going into the control tower was great. And yeah, just thrilled to actually have a bed instead of pitching my tent for tonight, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, off through Northern Ireland tomorrow, a couple more airfields that I want to go and have a look at, and then yeah, it's going to be spending the night in Belfast with a couple of mates, and heading off for the Isle of Man on Sunday. So stay tuned, and yeah, you can certainly look at all the information that I've gathered about these airfields in the description below. Thanks, cheers.